Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another rendition of Redline Top 5. This week, Genesis has sent me over their all-new flagship sedan. This is the 2017 Genesis G90, a replacement for the old Hyundai flagship, the Equus. And in this video, I'm going to go over my top 5 likes and top 5 dislikes, so let's get started. Jumping right into it, let's talk about the top 5 things that I like about the Genesis G90. And number 5 is going to go to the twin-turbo V6. Now, this is an all-new boosted 6-cylinder from the Genesis line. Hyundai has been working for years. They invested heavily in this motor, and it's powerful, it's refined. It makes 365 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque. It moves out this nearly 5,000-pound sedan very well, so I'm very excited to see this engine show up in smaller Genesis products. Number 4 is going to go to the complimentary valet and scheduled maintenance that you get with any Genesis purchase. And Genesis will give that to you for 3 years or 36,000 miles, which means because Genesis doesn't have any standalone dealers, you don't have to deal with the embarrassment of going to a Hyundai dealer. Instead, they will come to your house, bring you a equivalent vehicle to drive while they take away your vehicle in for service or for any kind of warranty repair. Number 3 is going to go to the impeccably finished cabin, which has very little resemblance to any Hyundai product. Now, in the past, you could look at the Equus and see a lot of corporate sharing with the plastics, with some of the switchgear. And in this new G90, Genesis really went the extra mile to differentiate themselves. And I think it's a great start toward making this one established luxury brand. They still have a few years to go, but this is an excellent start. Number 2 is going to go to the amazingly quiet interior and serene ride quality. Now, I drive a lot of nice cars, and this is definitely in that top 5 category. It's so quiet on the highway. There's very little road, very little wind, very little engine noise, and the ride quality is just superb. This car doesn't even have air suspension. It just has conventional steel springs, but it just soaks up the bumps really nicely, and it's an excellent highway cruiser, exactly what you expect from a vehicle in this class. And finally, my number 1 top 5 like for the Genesis G90 is going to go to the outstanding value that Genesis brings to this segment, and it's not known for it. I mean, if you want a vehicle in this segment, you got to spend at least 6 figures with some options on it. Now, the Genesis G90 starts at 68 grand. My particular one is just over 71,000, and before you think that's a lot of money, consider a comparable Mercedes-Benz S-Class is going to easily cost you over $100,000. Moving on, let's talk about the top 5 things that I dislike about the Genesis G90. And number 5 is going to go to the ho-hum styling. Now, I understand that Genesis is still trying to, establish themselves as a brand. They're trying to find a corporate design language. But I have to say, the smaller G80 to me, I think looks more handsome. The G90 certainly looks conservative. It just doesn't have that pizzazz, that wow factor, that presence that I expect, especially from a flagship sedan. I would like to see Genesis offer like a sport package, different wheel combinations. In fact, one of my biggest issues with this car is it only comes in 5 colors. And honestly, in this class of vehicle, customization is what a lot of buyers demand, and the fact that Genesis only offers it in 5 colors is a huge negative. Number 4 is going to go to the lack of an available panoramic sunroof. Now, I was surprised to see that Genesis only offers a standard size sunroof. It's standard equipment on every model, which, it's fine, but I'm shocked because, they offer a big pano sunroof on a lot of their lower models, so it's a little weird to me how Genesis didn't offer that feature, at least as an option, on their flagship sedan. Number 3 is going to go to the driving dynamics. Now, this vehicle, of course, is not very sporty to drive. It focuses primarily on luxury instead of sportiness, which is fine. That's a great mission. However, if you're looking for the sportiest full-size sedan on the segment, just know that there are better choices out there for you. Number 2 is going to go to the lack of available massaging seats. Now, usually I wouldn't complain about that, but at this price point in this class, buyers really expect it. And because Genesis doesn't offer it even on the top-of-the-line V8 models, it's going to be a huge negative for certain buyers. Finally, last but not least, my number 1 dislike about the 2017 Genesis G90 is just the fact that you have to explain to everybody what it is and why you spend $70,000 on an all-new luxury brand. Now, those of you who don't care too much about the badge, about the BMW, Mercedes, or Audi badge, you're going to get into this car, find a lot to like about it. It delivers like literally 90% of the luxury and tech of the well-established German or Japanese brands, but at a significant discount. This car represents a $10,000 to $20,000 savings things over a lot of its rivals. That does it for my Redline top 5 on this 2017 Genesis G90. Now keep in mind, I will be doing a full Redline review of this vehicle, so stay tuned. That'll go up in the next couple of days. But until then, if you guys are looking to see the latest cars I'm driving, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Redline_reviews. Like us on Facebook, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the Redline Reviews YouTube channel for all the latest reviews. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you all in the next video.